reports.
That's right. Word came in independently today from NOAA and NASA that 2014 beat out 134 prior years to claim its title warmest year on record. According to NOAA, the average global temperature was nearly 1¼ degrees above normal. NASA scientist Dr. Stephen Pawson.
The data show fairly conclusively that 2014 is the warmest year since the observational surface temperature record began in about 1880. And not only that, it's also joining the most of the years since the turn of the century in being among the warmest years in that record.
For 38 consecutive years now, global temperatures have been above normal. But the story right here at home is a little different. 2014 temperatures were actually slightly below normal. In Central Park, the average temperature was 54.4 degrees. That's 0.6 below the norm of 55. And according to the National Weather Service in Upton, New York, that means 2014 ranks 67th warmest. Not hard to believe it falls so far from the top when you consider last year's bitterly cold winter. It's hard to forget that seemingly endless supply of snow, ice, and Arctic air. Globally, warmest year ever on record. Here, we know that was not the case. What's the takeaway?
The fact is you live locally, but you have to think globally.
New Jersey state climatologist Dr. David Robinson says persistent global warming is a direct result of greenhouse gas emissions, and the consequences extend beyond rising temperatures.
Snow cover is melting earlier. It's not just all about temperature. The air's getting warmer, the oceans are getting warmer, sea ice is leaving, snow cover is melting earlier.
He says with all this, expect a continued pattern of extreme weather and more flooding.
When it comes to the melting of sea ice and snow cover, that just helps to amplify the warming. It doesn't change sea level, but it will amplify the warming.
An example of how the global climate is truly the sum of its parts, how everything is linked. But frigid here doesn't mean frigid everywhere. In fact, last year it was quite the opposite. And now 2014 will go down as the warmest year on record so far. Vanessa Murdock, CBS 2 News.
Well, 9 of the 10 warmest years on record happened this century.